Ahoy, ahoy, and welcome to a brand new edition of the Ramble on Reactions. Sitting right over there is clever Eric Muller.
Sitting right next to me is handsome Dan Nye.
And it's been a while.
Yes.
And since we're going to be doing the thing we do where we unload a whole lot of reviews.
The content.
All the content. And I mean, it's better. You're going to get it, and you're going to either watch it or listen to it today or tomorrow, but definitely not yesterday. He never goes back.
Like Jack Reacher.
Like Jack Reacher. However, this was a movie he saw and I did.
I did.
So, and you were really looking forward to it.
I was.
Like, super looking forward
I was, because I am a Beatles fan, so therefore I was like, what? You're going to give me a movie about the Beatles and Danny Boyle's directing it and set in a world where nobody remembers the Beatles? Sign me up.
That's the plot.
Yeah, that's the basic plot. Young singer-songwriter, well, he's not that young, but struggling singer-songwriter, Mish Patel. After his last failed gig, he's giving it up unless he gets a miracle. And the miracle happens. Where after he gets into an accident, he wakes up to a world where the Beatles never existed, but he knows all of their music.
Well,
except for Eleanor Rigby, because those lyrics are hard to remember.
Did really?
Yes.
Was that part of the movie?
Yeah. Well, also, like, okay, this movie's been out for months, so I can tell at least one little joke. Like, you see the scene in the trailer where like, he's, like, Googling the Beatles, he goes, what? He Googles Rolling Stones, they show up. Then he Googles Oasis, and he goes, wait, okay, that makes sense. Solid joke!
That they don't show up?
Yeah, that Oasis doesn't exist.
That's awesome.
Solid joke!
I like it. I like that a lot. That's a good, solid joke. So that was actually going to be one of my questions. So in this movie, he knows it all by heart already, or did like the accident also
like
trigger?
he is a fan of the Beatles, and then, well, because of the way it happens, like once he figures out, he goes, "Yep, I'm doing it," and he like spends like a week like going through. He's like, "Okay, do I know this one? Do I know this one? Do I know this one?" And he's just like, "Yep, know it," except for Eleanor Rigby.
Which is that's weird because it's one of the ones I know the best, so I think that's just kind of amusing.
Well, now we know if you wake up in a world where you're the only one who remembers the Beatles, Eleanor Rigby's going to be your number one singer.
I at least know the lyrics. I don't know if I could pull the tune or the chords. I could probably pull the tune. Anyway, so that's the positives. It's charming. It's kind of funny.
If you're a Beatles fan, you'll enjoy it. If you're not a Beatles fan, I'm not sure this, like, you're like, you know what, I'm going to give this movie a chance.
Right?
Come on.
And then you're like, oh, well.
Right. It's like, I've never even heard of this band before. I'm like the audience.
Fair. Exactly. So, positives, pretty good there.
Yeah, and the lead is good. I mean, he's a good singer, so that helps. And also, I love the fact that they spend this movie shitting on Ed Sheeran. So you're one of those people who are...
Silver lining.
If you're still upset about him being in Game of Thrones, go see Yesterday and enjoy the shitting on.
There you go. Negatives.
Negatives. Unfortunately, Lily James co-stars in it, and she plays the love interest, and unfortunately, I don't buy the romance between her and Mish. It's the second movie in a row where I see Lily James, and I'm like, I don't buy you as the love interest.
Was the last one Baby Driver?
Yeah. And, like, she's a very charming woman. I mean, yeah, but for some reason, they just write her characters wrong, or at least the motivation.
Or she doesn't get a lot to do.
Right. It's like, I think you're better than this. Yeah,
it's just one of those things, too, where you sometimes, unfortunately, that's just what you're given. And it's like, make the best of this. And it's like, here? Right. And it's like, oh.
And then also, I didn't like Kate McKinnon in this. Like, I usually like her as an actress and as an SNL. But in this movie, her character is, like, so poorly written. It's like, this is not how a human functions. This is not how humans talk. And,
weird.
Like, unless, like, there's a backstory where her personality got flipped upside down after the incident where the Beatles got forgotten. That would make sense. And then the other thing is, I did the joke about the Oasis. Unfortunately, they keep going back to that well about things that don't exist, and a lot of them don't make sense. Like, okay, hold on.
Okay, you don't want to ruin any of those.
I don't want to ruin those.
That's fair. You'll tell me after this.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. I was looking forward to it, but it was like...
I still highly recommend this film. It's worth
You want to go ahead and grade it?
Yeah, I'll give it a solid B. It's a solid B film.
Yeah. But that's one of those things, too, is like, I was going to say is... just with how everything's been working out for me, my priorities were shifting, and so like seeing movies kind of went down. And so this was one of the ones, like, had I been given more time, I would have liked to have seen, but it was also like one of the ones where it like fell off.
I know, I had to
watch
see it
list.
vicariously through you.
Yes, well, that's how I view some movies sometimes, and we'll get to one later that I did get a chance to go see, so we'll talk about that in a video or two. But so that all being said, it was a B. You don't need to rush out and see it.
Don't need to rush out and see it. It's one of those things when it ends up on one of those streaming services, take the time and watch it.
Yeah, so
I'll watch it again.
Movie,
yeah. There's also some moments that are really heartfelt that I'm just like, oh, I feel it.
The feels, they're there. Feels. So yeah, but yesterday. So that was that. Eric's thoughts on yesterday. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all those fun things.
Slap that like button.
Oh, slap it. And there's a bell somewhere. I think it would be down yonder.
Yeah,
down towards the flag. Down
right
below the flag. Below this flag. Beep. And then bells. You're supposed to hit those now. We don't even do that because the 10 people that watch these, I mean, thanks. We're happy you're watching, but we know you're probably already subscribed.
Or you're a robot. Yeah,
or you're a robot
too.
I mean, hey, that counts as far as my alert's going off that I'm supposed to be here right now. As you know, a view's a view. Cool. Clever Eric Muller sitting right over there.
Handsome Danny sitting over there.
As always, Ramble on.
Anchors away.